as much as I'd like to draw with this deck. I don't really feel comfortable drawing until it's established what I'm playing against. If I'm playing against an aggressive deck, I pretty much have to play first. Can't let them get the jump on me. But so blindly, I just that was actually a good hand. Blindly, I just go first. Stealer into Gutter Snipe. Looks like it's the plan. No 2-drop. Another Stealer. That's pretty good. Sewer Shambler. It's pretty good. We have a black source though, so I'm going to attack into it. Otherwise, it's just unblockable, so it makes more sense here to attack. Alright, he's making the trade. And we're going to drop another Stealer for the potential value. Next turn we get a Thunder Fist, which is pretty good. If he plays a creature, we could also top deck a removal spell or an Act of Treason. Far and Away is not the greatest, but if it netted me a card and let me remove his creature, I'd probably do it. No play? That'd be nice. No play. Alright. So let's see if we can draw some removal here. Okay. I'm actually okay with that. Dropping the 4/4. Catacomb Slug. It's pretty interesting. Guess it turns into a 4/8 with that Sewer Shambler, so that's pretty good. Oh, that's also good. I'd rather wait till I get full value on the Far and Away, so for now let's just play the Rune Wing and pass. Alright. Another land. Could wait for him to untap, but unfortunately he's in counterspell colors. I really do want to make sure I resolve this Far and Away. At the same time, I really want to hit him with this Gutter Snipe, so it's a tough choice. Could wait one more turn. I do want to make him sack this, though. And then he has to recast the Slug. Alright, it's painful enough for him. We're going to do it. So we're going to bounce this. And make him sack. So we'll get in for 6. Pretty good amount of damage. Pretty much tie up his turn. If he plays the slug, that is. I could have waited another turn before doing the far and away and just played the gutter snipe, but I kind of wanted to make sure I take care of that Jellin Sphinx. That thing is pretty good. Flying Vigilance, and it boosts other creatures when it attacks. I was worried he was going to play another creature, and the far and away sets him back pretty good. Still can't scavenge. Could get a removal spell. Not quite. Alright. Getting in for 2. Drop a gutter snipe. And pass the turn. Quite a few good draws we could get here. Pilfered Plans, pretty good. Got 2 pretty relevant spells out of our deck. Our Fixing for our Scab Clan Giant, and a nice Flyer. That would have looked pretty good right about now. This card has, this is the second time online this card has, by milling me, hurt me pretty bad. Taken away one of my 2 fixers and one of my 3 in-game spells. Corpse Blockade, not a huge deal. Yet. So has just a grip full of cards, but... Oh, there's a good one. Glad I didn't play that mountain. Rest. Alright. I'm trying to think if we have a sack outlet. I think it was an interesting choice to pick that. It tells me he doesn't have a ton of flying protection, I would think. Maybe he's just worried about the gutter snipe getting him down there. I have to look at my deck again. Yeah, hands would be pretty helpful. Alright. Hands would be awesome. Guess Hidden Strings, if I had it, would have been good too. But let's see what we get here. Multiple slugs. That is something I wasn't expecting. Active Treason. Can deal damage with Gutter Snipe. I think it's better to just wait for now. If he gets a flyer, we'll punish him for that. Hopefully find a good active treason target. I guess he can just sack whatever I take, but that's alright. Make him sack it. Still deal him 2 damage. Alright, so now we can gank this slug he's going to put it on. Can also just take his other slug. It's got follow-up play. Court Street. Alright. Prism. There we go. Let's use the broker first. That actually works. It's not going to be able to kill either of his catacomb slugs, though, is it? It's kind of funny. Still exile the land. Let's play the prism. Draw. Can actually give vigilance, which is kind of cool. So 5 lands now. Maze Abomination's pretty cool, though. It's going to be able to block his guys. Okay, I can active treason his catacomb slug, swing with Thunder Fist and slug, and give this vigilance. Looks like just for the damage I might want to do that. Let's see. If I do that, he probably blocks Corpse Blockade. I mean, active treason's just not going to get any better with Corpse Blockade, so it's probably best to just use the mana now. So let's just gank the Catacomb Slug, see if he sacks it. Deal him a little damage. It's pretty much just using it to shock him. Okay, he did sack the slug, which is actually better for us, believe it or not. I actually am happier that he did that, because our attack would have been the Thunder Fist. He would have maybe chumped with the Denizen. He still would have kept his slug. So now he's got a Denizen instead. I don't think it's a big deal, but I'm not going to attack now. Zarichi Tiger, pretty good. Okay. Alright. Just attack with the slug. We'll go to 12. Just got to outvalue him here. We can do the Scab Clan Giant. Let's do the Broker first. Kind of want to see what we're dealing with. Ooh, Nivix Guild Mage. That would have been pretty good with active treason. If we do the Giant, we're not going to lose anything anyway, unless it's Corpse Blockade, but then he sells the sack creature. So I think we are playing the Scab Clan Giant. Our green splash. And we can block the slug now too. Unless it hits Corpse Blockade and he sacks the Denizen. Alright. Eating a tiger is actually really good, so I'm happy about that. Probably best to sack it in response. Alright, just going to sack it. Gain a little life. That's probably good for him. Alright, we're fine though. We still have the Bane Alley Broker for value. Still just digging for spells. Could have attacked there, but I would have lost my Thunder Fist. He would have lost his Corpse Blockade and the Court Street Denizen though, so maybe it would have been better. But I feel better about my long game. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I guess now we can drop the giant, or the abomination, but doesn't really do that much. Let's draw and discard again. Ooh. That's pretty amazing. Can I play this and copy it? How much mana would that cost? 8? I only have 7 at the moment. That is pretty cool though. Each one... No, I only cast it once though, so it just copies it. But if I copy it, I get twice as many Cipher. That'd be interesting to find out. He's out of cards. I think we just go for the call here. That's going to dismantle him really fast. It's going to force an answer. Still no flying blocker. Drop a Nivik Skill Mage. Actually, we can copy it. We can copy the Call to Nightwing with the Nivik Skill Mage on the stack. Once Call to Nightwing Cipher is on the stack. That's pretty impressive. If we can make that happen. Let's see if we can. Cluestone. Most likely sacking it, finding something. Needs a removal for this. And he didn't find it. Alright, so that's good news for us. Here's what we do. It's Broker pre-combat. Not exactly sure why, just sort of look around a little bit. Doesn't matter. Swing with the Horror. Hit him, Cipher. Copy it, cast. Copy this. I guess if I'd played another land, I could have copied it again, too. Should have been aware of that. But that's okay. Guess I can still do this. Syndic's not going to do enough. I think I am going to be a damage short of killing him, though. He has 5 blockers. Oh, alright, well, now he's just dead. So we attack for 3. He's going to take it. We're going to copy. The Gutter Snipe's going to deal 2. And we drop a Goblin Rally. And take game 1. Yeah, Gutter Snipe is pretty silly alongside any sort of Cipher. Well, that worked out. Chemist's Trick doesn't really work alongside... Ooh, Glaring Spotlight. I didn't play. That might be better than the Act because he has the Corpse Blockade and his creatures didn't look that good. Glaring Spotlight might just be the ace in the hole we need. His attackers didn't look that great. Let's just try it like this. I should have actually been running, well, Act can be pretty bangy, but Glaring Spotlight's pretty awesome with the Stealer of Secrets too. And most of our guys are ground guys. So I should have been, I don't know why I didn't think about Glaring Spotlight. I think it's because we had so many playables, we were looking for cuts. Can we keep this? Yes. Can't play Frostburn Weird until turn 4 based on this hand, but this hand's still fine. We can play a turn 4 Goblin Rally? No, we can't do that either, huh? I still think it's good enough. Alright. Dutiful Thrall. Pretty decent. Let's get that Frostburn Weird down there. It's going to motivate him to keep the black mana up next turn, most likely. Frostburn Weird also blocks Catacomb Slug all day. Alright, left his mana open. Stealer looks pretty good here. Could also do the Cluestone, but we still have Runewing next turn, so let's just get the Stealer down with the Hands of Binding. I think that makes more sense. Guess I would like the Hands of Binding on the Runewing the most, since it flies, and if he gets removal for it, still get to draw a card. Although Arrest was a pretty good out against it. Ooh, Sin Collector's going to steal this or this. It's pretty strong. He can't really block our dudes too effectively this turn, but he's pretty much got to take the Hands of Binding here. Doesn't really have a choice. I don't think. Is it Guildgate? Hmm. I think we just play a Runewing, pass, swing with the Frostburn Weird. Yeah. We'll swing with the Frostburn Weird, and we'll play a Runewing. Sin Collector did some work for him there. Have some pretty good value. Alright, Sewer Shambler's pretty good too. Missed his land drop. Ooh, Homing Lightning's good. Alright. Let's play Guildgate. I should have played the Cluestone. That way I would have been able to pump the Frostburn Weird twice. But that's okay. Alright. So now we have Homing Lightning and Goblin Rally, which is pretty good. Slum Reaper is not that bad, actually. Curious what he's sacking. Sin Collect? No, the Dutiful Throw. That's interesting. If I sack the Rune Wing, it just replaces itself. Is that right? I think I want the Rune Wing around, though, honestly. I have Call the Nightwing and stuff. Steeler doesn't look like he's getting in anytime soon. But then I can't really... I can play Goblin Rally next turn. Still get in with the Flyer. Stave off his attack for the most part. If I sack Steeler, he attacks me for 4. Then I attack. Play Goblin Rally. All right, let's sack the. I want to get in with the Flyer still. So we can swing for 4 here. All right, he doesn't want to. That's okay. So now we can do the Goblin Rally. Also have Homing Lightning. All right, so we're getting in for 2. We only have 1 double red spell, right? Oh, I guess 2, and they're both in our hand. Well, once we play these 2 spells, we can get rid of this Clue Stone, so that's kind of cool. He does not know about the Homing Lightning. Alright, that's actually okay. I can kill it with the Homing Lightning. Not the best draw. Alright, guess I should have played a blue source. Swing here. Yeah? Yeah, okay. So we're going to pump this, trade with the Slum Reaper. Then we're going to Homing Lightning the Jellin Sphinx. And we can officially sack the Clue Stone now. He has more cards than us. Sin Collector did some work. Oh, the Skirmisher that we passed. Alright. It's pretty devastating, especially after we just played the Homing Lightning. Have Far and Away, though. Can't really get as much value with Far and Away as I'd like, but not much I can do about it now. I did pass an Angelic Skirmisher. And then proceeded to see white open for the remainder of the draft. You know, the one color we weren't in. Hilariously, yeah. Unfortunately, Skirmisher changes pretty much the entire scope of this game. So, now let's sack this, draw a card. Far and Away? No? No such luck? Never will be able to sack that. Till I guess if I get a Prism. Can't really attack. He's gaining life. Not in the best position. So, save Homing Lightning for the Skirmisher. Got it. Alright. Just more land. Can't sack this, can't do that, can't do anything. Alright. So slowly losing to an Angelic Skirmisher, which is usually pretty painful. In this case, it's no exception. Should buy us a little bit of time, maybe. Ideally. So what are our outs? Far and Away doesn't really do much. Buys us one turn, possibly. Just makes him sack a creature. What else buys a turn? I guess Nivix Guildmage would get us to the point where we could copy a Far and Away. We also have Call the Nightwing. Act of Treason is out for the Glaring Spotlight. Okay. Still only attacking for 2. That's good. More land. Let's see if we can get something other than land. Play it. Draw more cards. More land. A little bit too much land. I wish we had a mana sink. I guess would Mind Grind come close to killing him? Probably not. Maybe. I guess he'd have to find 8 lands. So if I had 3 more lands out, then it would probably be enough. We're in a pretty bad place here. I'm trying to think what our outs are, and I think they're just becoming fewer and far between here as he starts to narrow the gap. A removal of any sort, so I could at least take out the Sewer Shambler would be nice. Yeah, it's pretty devastating. Yeah, so wish I hadn't passed the Angelic Skirmisher. At the same time, wish I hadn't gone in every color but white by the end of pack 1. I guess I did get an Ascended Lawmage, but I opted out of the... Oh, it's got lethal. Alright, well, can't do anything about that. Too many good cards. Alright, so we saw a bunch of land and lost. Can't do anything about that. I wish I could. I've got some outs for the Skirmisher, so I just need to be more aware of it. Alright, let's go to game 3. I would like to play first. Pretty slow, pretty slow. I'm gonna keep it. Not really pleased with it per se, but it's an option. I'm not gonna play the Glaring Spotlight right away. Maybe you're curious why, but I'll leave you guessing on that one. I think it's better as a surprise. I don't want him being prepared for it. It is anti-removal, though. No black source. So not the best draw till we get one. Dutiful Thrall is not too big of a deal. Nivix Guildmage is good, however. Let's get to 8 mana. Copy this little bad boy. Start just frying his team. I might toss the Glaring Spotlight to the Nimic Skill Mage if I don't come up with something pretty good here. Would like a black source. Alright, now we can discard an island. So now we have a Rune Wing. Slum Reaper. Alright. Didn't get to extort. Took out our Guild Mage, which is pretty good, but it's alright. Can play a Rune Wing and trade with a Slum Reaper. Got our Black Source as well. If he's got Devour Flesh, I don't mind making him, or, yeah. He can make us sack the Rune Wing, that's okay. Still have the Homing Lightning, so we still have the out for the Skirmisher. I hope he just slams that Skirmisher, because I really want to kill it. This value feels fine. That was a good draw. I can do Weird Broker next turn. That feels pretty good. Shambler's pretty annoying, but I can't do anything about it. I don't feel like Homing Lightning it yet, although Basilica Guard and Sewer Shambler is going to start to add up real fast. So, oh, well, that's pretty good. Okay, so it's Broker. It's Frostburn Weird. Actually, Frostburn Weird is going to be real good once we get that Glider out, too. So we can hit that Hands of Binding on it, maybe. Just slam the Skirmisher. Just so I can kill it, please. I want to kill it so bad. I feel like he would have done it if he had it. Jolin Sphinx is pretty good, no doubt. Alright, so we get our Maze Glider online. Am I going to use the Broker to discard the Spotlight? That's a legitimate question. I'm not sure. Probably. If I draw a land, I'll discard that. Otherwise, if it's a good spell, I could probably filter through the Spotlight. Really wish I could kill that stupid Sphinx. Maybe he doesn't know about the Frostburn Weird and the Bane Alley Broker have him flying. Can only hope. Zerichi Tiger. Okay. I can live with that. He is extorting the living hell out of us. So I think this is the turn we bust the Hands of Binding. Feels right. I guess I could bust the... Oh, I forgot to use this. Let's bounce the... Well, huh. I'm going to use the Broker. Alright, we did get a land. I think that land is actually relevant because it'll let me Far and Away and Hands of Binding. Alright, so I'm going to dump the Glaring Spotlight because all of our guys fly. It's not really dump. I guess I can get it back later. So let's play the land. Let's do Far and Away. We want to bounce the Sphinx. It's just not good enough, is it? It's just not good enough. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Alright, let's bounce the Sphinx and make him sack. And then we wait on the Hands of Binding. Oh, got rid of the Extort. Alright. That I can live with. Alright, going to 10. Okay. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to Hands of Binding the Sphinx. We are going to cipher. We're going to cipher on the Weird. Or do we want to do the Glider? Guess either one can't kill Sphinx. Let's do the Weird. So we do this. We swing in with both for 7. This should help us with the race quite a bit. He gets to gain some life. Getting in for a bunch of damage. I'm gonna keep this thing locked down a turn. And play the Prism. Gutter Snipe. That's pretty cool. Especially with the Hands of Binding. Just in case it's Skirmisher, we've still got the trump card for that. No reason to use Broker that I can see. I wouldn't want to get rid of either of these. And we're a little more ahead doing them right now, so let's play the Gutter Snipe. Let's swing. Get him for 7. Gains a little more life. Gonna keep that Gellin Sphinx line locked down. Locked down, that is. Hands of Binding is gonna do some more work for us with that Gutter Snipe. Because Gutter Snipe is amazing. Alright, so I think we do have lethal next turn, as far as I can see. Still have the out to skirmisher. Syndic's pretty decent. Alright, he's out of spells, so he's out of gas, and I think we can kill him. Yeah, we can kill him. He has 10 life. We can deal 4, 7, 9 with the Hands of Binding, 11 with the Homing Lightning. So, we are good. We're going to draw anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we swing flyers. Pump this guy. Oh, that's right. Clicking the wrong target. He gains 2. And we Homing Lightning. Alright, got there. It was a tough match. I had a minute and a half left. Jeez, I'm glad I wasn't paying attention to my own time. Alright, I'll see you round 2.